Welcome back everyone, welcome back to Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. I am Evil Tim and let's play it. Today we're off to Tower of Ruins as Cornell. Tower of Ruins is a silly place, presumably built by Nazis, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Ruin Value. It's a really silly architectural concept. Anyway, this is Lament of Innocence level design. Oh god, we have to find ourselves some footplate touch switch things. We have copy-pasted rooms and we have zombies. They're trying to ambush us, but we knew they were there already. They were foolish to even think they could do it. That guy dropped a knife to guard his money, and it's a strangely effective tactic that he used, and so we are going to ignore it. We are instead going to proceed into this room and explain how the compass works. In this room we have a floor, a common architectural feature. That is the south door because it is green, blue is west, east, that's north, and east is yellow. Egad, racism. So we will proceed forward, and oh no, the floor collapsed. How quaint and unusual. Yes, that's this level's gimmick, collapsing floors that drop you into this basement. A strange, foggy basement. It has a plaque, let's read it. Words are engraved on the tablet, perhaps they were left by another adventurer, or a cat. Beware the trap cellar, make your way along the wall and don't return. Yeah, thanks, maybe you should have left that upstairs? I don't know. Okay, so we've got some ghosties to defeat. The ghosties here, there are two of them, and they infinitely respawn, so there are in fact not two of them. That was a lie, to test your metal, and it seems you have passed the test. There's also holy water down here, this level's full of it, I don't know why, because it's not actually very good, so let's proceed to ignore that. We've got another room that falls down into here. We have a third room over there, you can see they're conspicuous structures of collapsity. And in fact there is another room that falls down here, which is through that door, and I will point that out when we get to it. But now we're going to escape this dreadful place using this convenient levitating platform device. Way, and it comes out of this urn, so we will ignore that. Now they will start assuming that we are rampant kleptomaniacs and will even try to pickpocket statues. For some reason this will work, I don't know why. Alright, so up until now we are basically following the guide laid down on GameFAQs by a guy called Supernova. However, we're not going to follow it for much longer because it's rubbish. So instead we're going to defeat the hell out of all these zombies here. Now the zombies can actually grab you, they have the same sort of grab attack as the vampires, and I really don't know why, because they can't vampirize you, they sort of wave you around and then put you back down again. It's really quite silly of them. Anyway, on to the third of our copy-pasted rooms. This one is a spike room, and it's guarded by 3 ghosts, but if you kill the lead ghost they all die at once. These spikes come out of nowhere and are randomized in their locations, and so they aren't really much threat at all, but a werewolf doesn't want to get a spike in his croglies, and so we'll have to leave that place quickly. This guy's going to twirl his axe around. That's inefficient and not particularly useful of him, so we have disposed of him and we'll press this button that he was guarding. I don't know why he was guarding that button. I guess it was very important and had great sentimental value to him. And that is where we have departed from the GameFAQs guide, because he would have had us walk through this door and then wander around uselessly. Egad, halves of zombies! That's ridiculous! We must dispose of them immediately before anyone sees. Get out of it, you! You're rubbish. Anyway, let us stare at this map block. Now, on this map block, the ones marked in gold are the ones we are interested in. They are the switch rooms. However, the map block doesn't tell us this, and we can't examine it to see, so it's pretty useless. And we can try and pickpocket that statue, and I don't know what that is, actually, I'm afraid. It might be a purifying, it might not be. So we'll look up here, and we will see the grating which we raised. That is what we are doing in this level. We are getting rid of those gratings. Let us defeat the lead ghost once again and make our way onward. Now, this is the next room that we're going to go into. Yes, there's another holy water here. There's loads of them. The next room that we're going to go into is the one that collapses into that corridor I pointed out, and it's guarded by a froggy man who thought he could ambush us, but he can't because we know he's there. Foolish creature. Inefficient. So, on into this room, which is guarded by another Twirlity Knight of Doom. Anyway, we have defeated the Twirlity Knight in the interval, and we will then attack his door, because that's what he was guarding, you know, the woodwork. And we'll press his button as well. He's no match for us. So, once again, we find ourselves in the spike room guarded by useless ghosties, and I think they're the only bad guys in this level that don't respawn. I've never seen them do it anyway, although it might be because they guard rooms which are very low traffic, which is silly of them. If they wanted to be in the game more, they should have tried the rooms that are more popular. That's just not on. one, is it? Anyway, we're going to proceed through here and we're going to be assaulted by a glitch, oh no. As we walk through here, you can usually jump straight across this room, but no, Cornell decides I'm going to slide. I'm going to slide. You're not going to slide. Get out of it. Okay, so we've made our way back up from the trap cellar basement thing, and now we make our way into this room, which is guarded by a knight with a sword, who puts his boot towards us because that's his most powerful attack, he thinks, but he's wrong. He should have tried the sword instead. Now, if you wanted to be a bit more efficient, you could try going through that door instead, but rather than doing that, what we're going to do is proceed forward, and this is the room with skeletons in it. Marvellous. Well, I hope you enjoyed them. Anyway, there's nothing in either of these statues, Cornell. Stop your burglary immediately. But I want to burgle them, damn you. Okay, and this is where the second doorway would have been. But we've already raised it, and I'm going to show you what the third one looks like. Normally you would just fall through the floor of that room and make your way towards the final switch. But we're not going to do that for the purposes of entertainment, you see. Let's get rid of you. You're out of it. Oh no. And his torso drops onto the ground, stupidly, and that is our third holy water located there. And now let's burglarize this statue, and then we can examine the gate, which lies ahead of us. There it is. And it's got a picture of Fred Flintstone's spare tire on it, so let's go and see if we can find that. It's back this way, don't you know, through the south type door.